Hey you, do you want to learn how you can declare your love for someone on WhatsApp using just 2 lines of code? Please stick around. Hi there, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, please do not forget to subscribe. And so in today's video, we're gonna be looking at something super fun and something very interesting, and that is how you can use Python to automate your WhatsApp messages. And the cool thing about this is that we're only gonna be using 2 lines of code. So yeah, stick around and let us learn something fun. So assuming that you already have Python installed on your computer or on your device, you're going to have to install 2 other things to enable our program to work. So in this case, the number one thing that we're going to need is that we're going to need an IDE. So basically the IDE is where we're going to write our code, and in this case, because you're going to be using Python, I recommend using PyCharm. But then again, you can use whatever IDE works for you. It depends on what you really like, but in this case I prefer using PyCharm. And how to install PyCharm is quite easy and straightforward. You just go to their website and download it depending on the device that you're using. And then the other thing that we're also going to have to install is PyWordKit. So PyWordKit is a module that is going to help us send the WhatsApp messages. And how to install it is that you can install it using pip, and basically you just say pip install PyWordKit. And if you're using Python 3, you need to remember that you install it using pip3 install PyWordKit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how the code is written and how the code works. Okay. So before I start coding, there is one more thing that you have to do. Ensure that you have WhatsApp installed on your computer. So in this case, you can just go ahead and log into web WhatsApp, basically log into WhatsApp web. And once you do that, you can go ahead now and get ready to start writing the code. And so I'm going to go ahead and create a file, basically a Python file. So I can name it automate whatsapp.py, and so I'm gonna name it that. And afterwards, the other thing that you now have to do is ensure that you have the PyWordKit installed. So I'm going to go to the terminal, and in this case I'm gonna use pip3 because I'm using Python 3, and so I'm gonna use pip3 install PyWordKit. So because I had already installed it, so that's why it's showing that it's satisfied. And so you can go ahead and install it on your end as well. And so after doing that, we're now going to go ahead and import the module. So import PyWordKit. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead now and write the code to send and schedule the message. So I'm going to do PyWordKit dot send WhatsApp message, and then now after this, you're going to have to include 3 very important details. The first thing is the phone number. The other thing that you have to include is the message, basically the message that you want to send. And the other thing that you have to include is the time, like what time do you actually want to send this message, and you're going to write it in form of hours and minutes. So I'm going to now write the phone number. Remember to always write the phone number using the area code. So in this case, I'm gonna write the phone number, and I'm just going to hide it because of privacy purposes. So go ahead and write the phone number of the person that you want to send this message to, and then after doing that, you can now go ahead and write the message. So the message is also in form of a string. So in this case, I'm just gonna write I love you from Mars. I just love playing like that. But yeah, feel free to be creative in your message. You can literally write anything. In this case, you can, if you want to declare your love to someone, if you want to tell someone how much you care about them, yeah, go go ahead and feel creative in the message that you write here. And then now after that, I'm going to now write the time that I actually want to send this message. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to schedule this message, let's say 5 minutes or 4 minutes from now. So I'm gonna write 8:49 a.m. because it's now 8:44 a.m. so I'm gonna write 8, and then that's for the hour, and then I'm gonna write 49. So my message is going to be sent at hour 8:49. So basically it's going to be sent at this time. And yeah, that is basically the code that is actually going to send the message to the person that we actually want to send it to. And yeah, that's it. We only needed these 2 lines of code to do the work. And I think it's pretty amazing that 2 lines of code can actually do something as cool as this. And so I'm going to go ahead now and run the program, and then you're going to see how it actually works. So I'm going to go ahead and run it, and as you can see on the terminal, it tells us that we have 200 seconds for a message to be delivered. So in 200 seconds WhatsApp is gonna open, and after 20 seconds it's going to go ahead and deliver our message. So now all we need to just do is to actually sit and wait and see the message get delivered. Yeah, you can feel free to take this time to think about how amazing and how awesome this is. I mean, it's quite cool that you can automate your messages using code. You can just schedule whatever time that you want to send your message and write a single line of code and just go to sleep and wake up and find that your message has been sent. Yeah, I mean, just take a minute to think about that. I think that is so cool, and I think that shows you the beauty of programming and shows you the beauty of code and shows you that you can do a whole lot of things with code. And as you can see, it's now opening my WhatsApp web, and it's actually just typed the message. If you go ahead and look at the bottom of the chat box, you can see that it has already written the I love you from us. So let's wait and see if it's actually going to send our message. And yes, so it actually sent our message, and it sent it at the correct time, so that is amazing. And yeah, so that is how you can actually automate and send your messages to the people that you love, to whoever you want to send your messages to using Python. And I think you should actually go ahead and practice this and just go ahead and write the code and send your message to your loved ones, to your friends, and let them know that you actually did that using Python. I mean, that is so cool, and I think they would be so impressed. I hope that you actually get to see that programming can be cool and fun, and that you can do a lot of interesting things using code. So yeah, thank you so much, and please do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.